I'm changing things up a little bit this week, waited a couple hours for the sun to set, and also threw on some over-the-ear headphones, seeing how this is going to work out as I prepare for launching the podcast this week. Had to get a couple pieces of new equipment, kind of testing it out on this edition of the weekly events update. So, two things have already started. The American Trucking Association has already kicked off in San Antonio with their mid-year management session 2024. That's going on until May 22nd. Also already started and underway is the ACT, the Advanced Clean Transportation Expo, happening in Las Vegas. That's happening at the Las Vegas Convention Center until May 23rd. On May 22nd, Wednesday, the Young Professionals in Transportation are having a membership mixer at ACOM Dallas from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m., appetizers and drinks included. This is an opportunity to meet the new board and hear about transportation projects going on at ACOM. The RSVP date was May 15th, but maybe you can kind of still sneak in there if you ask really nicely. Also happening on Wednesday the 22nd is the Flexport Freight Femmes networking event happening in Dallas. This is happening at the Times 10 Cellars on Prospect Avenue starting at 6 p.m. The invite goes out to all women working in international trade, imports, exports. This is kind of like a wine tasting event, and Flexport reached out directly and asked me to help kind of get the word out. On Thursday, the 23rd, the USCS is hosting an event called Grow Your Business in North Texas. This is a virtual webinar. Also happening on Wednesday, a tour of the BNSF rail ramp out in Hazlet on the west side of DFW. This is typically an event where the hosting organization, in this case CSCMP, rents a tour bus and takes guests and people that are going on the tour amongst the rail cars and the containers and the trucks, and see everything up close and impersonal. It's a really awesome opportunity if you haven't done one of these types of tours before. If we skip forward past this week and into the next one, just looking ahead, on Tuesday the 28th, the DFW Air Cargo Association is having their quarterly luncheon, and that is going to be hosted by the Grapevine Chamber of Commerce at the Blankenship Business Center there in Grapevine. And then on Thursday the 30th, the U.S. Commerce Service is having their World Trade Monthly webinar. That's it for what's going on this week and a little bit of a preview of what's going on next week. Look out for the first podcast for Supply Chainy. It's going to be dropping this week. Really excited to talk with my best freight friend, Curtis Pogue. We talk a little bit about Landstar, about freight brokerage, about a fleet of trucks that he owned through COVID and then sold afterwards, and talk about leadership, mentorship, and just growing and becoming a transportation professional in general. And we kind of wrap up the whole thing talking about barbecue, which is his latest adventure. That will take care of us for this week. Do stay tuned for next week's edition. Till then, stay safe and have fun.